Welcome to Art Class with Zoe, and today we're going to recreate this canal scene by the wonderful artist Trevor Grimshaw. He was an industrial artist known for atmospheric depictions of northern industrial lands, reducing to simple shapes. They are hauntingly beautiful, and he really captures the mood of 20th century industrial Britain. Let's recreate a Trevor Grimshaw with a charcoal willow stick. Create a mid-tone background using the size of the charcoal, and then using a tissue, go round in a circular motion. I started drawing out the basic shapes of the picture with the dominant bridge and the smaller uneven towers in the background. Very thoughtfully, so it still leads your eye into the picture, and you've got a halo effect. So you've got the arch of the bridge in the middle, and you've got the lightest part in the middle, and then your eye sweeps up around the curve, as you can see here, and you're sort of leading your eye to the background. So draw that out first, then you can put in a little bit of darker sky on the top so you get a gradation, and to soften any edges you can use a cotton bud, sometimes better than a finger. Then you can start building up the buildings in the background, still of course using charcoal willow stick, and you can soften those towers in the background with a cotton bud or a blender, because a finger will take off too much. And also, tip, don't forget to wash your hands before you actually do any blending with a finger, because if you've just been eating anything and get any grease onto your finger, you're going to cause marks onto the picture. Can you see now that there's very much lighter buildings in the background, haziness, and as the buildings come forward, you're getting darker tones, so you create distance. I wasn't happy with the variation, so I wanted to really push those distant towers back, and also keep in mind the dark, medium, light tones. So what I did is I filled in the dark bridge, which was the darkest element of the whole picture, the most solid part, so that this would create a comparison. I would always know that this was the darkest part of the picture, and I can compare every other element to it. Then I use the side of the willow charcoal to graze over where the reflection of the bridge is. I can soften the edge of the canal road with my finger, and then start building up some more tones here. You can see I wasn't very happy with that, so I took out the background building, and then I wondered, how can I actually create that softness of the building that Trevor Grimshaw had got? So I used a pencil, and so the pencil is a grey compared to black of the charcoal, and thereby I could get a much softer effect of the distant towers. Also, what I really liked is that he makes the towers darker on the top, and he fades them down, so it's almost like they're emerging from a mist. So he hasn't really made them blocky, and also he creates a distance between the bridge and the distant towers as well. So that's a really good little tip. Don't forget, you can mix the media. I also then put a bit of smoke in with some charcoal, and I can highlight that or add more with it with a pencil. Put in the two poles in the side. So don't forget, you've got to do the towers in the background before you put the poles in over it. Do two little people in under the bridge, two little carrots really, they're tiny, hardly anything there. And then last but not least, take a rubber and really put in those highlights. So where there's like a halo effect, the highlight, the lightest part of the picture is under the bridge, and then as you go out it gets softer and softer, so you've got this sort of halo effect, and you can sharpen up any lines. You can put in a little bit of light with the smoke, tidy up any lines that you need to. I'm using a eraser pencil here, which I think are brilliant. I hope you enjoyed recreating Trevor Grimshaw. If you enjoyed this demo, don't forget to like and subscribe Art Class with Zoe.